We can all see how energetic the audience is. Oh, respected audience, I request you all to lend me your ears for the next 10 minutes. Good morning to one and all gathered here. Respected jury members of ICT Academy, my fellow regional finalists, my fellow state finalists, and the respected audience. The topic that I'm going to talk about today is courage. There are three questions we should ask ourselves. First of all, what is courage? Is being resolute counted as courage? Or is it following the path of righteousness and always doing the right thing no matter the consequences? Or does the word have some other definition? I would like to quote an excerpt from a poem which is almost 200 years old. The author of this poem is a Victorian poet named Alfred Lord Tennyson, and the name of the poem is Ulysses. It may be that the gulfs will wash us down. It may be we shall touch the happy isles and see the great Achilles whom we knew. Though much is taken, much abides. And though we are not now that strength which in old days moved earth and heaven, that which we are, we are. One equal temper of heroic hearts, made weak by time and fate, but strong in will, to strive, to seek, to find, and not to yield. Courage is not a word that is confined, it is limitless. It is courageous when a person who has never stepped out of their comfort zone finally decides to do it. It is courageous to stand up to injustice done to anyone. Does not matter if we know that person or not, if we are related to them or not. What matters is that we take cognizance of the wrong that is being done to them and help them fight for themselves. Courage is not built by muscles, but by determination and strong willpower. That is a common misconception. Most of us believe that being courageous means being fearless. But that is not the case. Courageousness and fearlessness are two completely different things. If a father works hard to provide for his children, he is being courageous. If a mother does not sleep all night long to take care of her child, she is being courageous. She is being selfless. Now let us say a person is traveling in a bus. They are using their mobile phone while sitting at the window seat. Suddenly, they lose their balance and drop the phone through the window. Now, if this person jumps out of a bus which is traveling at a speed of, let's say, 60 or 80 kilometers per hour, will we call this person brave or courageous? Of course not. Most of us will call this person a fool for having risked such a dangerous action. Bravery and reason go hand in hand. Second question, why should we be courageous? One of the noblest virtues we can possess as human beings is to be courageous. When used for good, we can move mountains with it. In life, there will be moments when we doubt ourselves, when we doubt our potential, when we are uncertain about the results. In these moments, no other quality is going to help us as much as courage. Courage empowers us to take action against fear of failure, fear of falling short, fear of not making it, fear of uncertainty. That is why courage is significant, to initiate events despite of doubts. In the words of T.D. Jakes, if you don't want to make waves, be mediocre. Be normal and just fit in with everybody else. It takes courage to be different. It takes courage to go where you have never gone before. It takes courage to get you outside of the box. It takes courage to be successful. Because people don't talk about people that don't win. If you win, they are going to talk about you. Do you have the courage to stand there when the storms keep rising and the people get to talk, and you stand there and say to yourself, I have come too far to turn around? Do you have that courage? Third question, how courageousness can change our lives? Rajendra Chola, who walked on this earth a millennia ago, who explored Sri Lanka, Malaya, Java, and Sumatra, who conquered Ganga and was known as Gangaikonda Chola, who established the Brihadishwara temple of Tanjore in Gangaikonda Cholapuram, his seat of government, who acquired the following titles during his reign: Parakesari, Yuddhamalla, Mummudi, Gangaikondan, Chakravarti, Kadaram Kondan, Jayasimha Kulakalan. It was the bravery and tenacity of Rajendra Chola which played a vital role in his career as a sovereign. Rajendra's father, Rajaraja, he built the famous Brihadishwara temple at Tanjore. Most of the people and statesmen of the time thought that Rajendra would never be able to outshine his mighty predecessor, his father, Rajaraja. But it was the sheer grit, determination, and bravery of Rajendra which enabled him to make a name for himself. And today, a millennia after his death, we can find temples and scriptures throughout Southeast Asia which stands as a testimony of the vision and might of the Chola kingdom. Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi, a man from humble origin who went on to become the father of a nation. A man who broke the power of one of the mightiest empires on the face of this planet through non-violence. A man who could have enjoyed absolute power without any opposition, but still turned down the position of Prime Minister. A man who became a Mahatma in life and a deity in death. Gandhi would not have become the Mahatma if he did not have the courage to dedicate his life and free us from the shackles of colonial rule and to make India an independent sovereign republic. Eminent English historian Arnold Toynbee has drawn a parallel among three great individuals: Mahatma Gandhi, Jesus Christ, and Gautam Buddha. He said that these three great individuals have based their lives on the same principles, which are non-violence and message of love. Nanjamma, a woman who is 64 years old, a woman who belongs to a tribal community from Kerala, a woman who recently was awarded as the best female playback singer at the 68th National Films Awards. She is an exemplary example of courage, and not just individuals. Let us talk about India as an entity itself. During the British Raj, does not matter whether it was the crown or the company which was in command. They used their control over India to enrich themselves. They killed us, impoverished us, and looted our wealth. They systematically turned Indians against each other through their policy of divide and rule. What was our condition when we got independence in 1947? India was very poor because of deindustrialization. Less than 16% of the population was literate, and our GDP was just 2.7 lakh crores. And how did the world react when we got our independence? It was said that India would soon slide into anarchy. And here we are. We recently just celebrated Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav, 75 years of our independence. Today, our GDP is close to 150 lakh crores. We are the 5th largest economy in the world. The Indian Armed Forces is the 3rd largest defense force in the world. According to the National Statistics Office, as of 2021, the literacy rate in India is about 77%. India is the world's largest parliamentary republic, 4 times larger than the United States itself. Now this has been a remarkable advancement. Who do we give credit for this advancement? To every individual who has served as the President or the Prime Minister or the Chief Justice of India? No, the credit for this advancement does not just go to the executive or the legislature or the judiciary. It goes to each and every citizen of India. It was us, the common citizens of this republic, who played a role through our strength, through our hard work, through our determination, through our defiance, and through our discipline. Throughout my talk, we have discussed what is courage, why we should be courageous, and how courageousness can change our lives. But these are mere words. When some of us leave this hall today, we will forget these words at that moment itself. While I believe that some of us might remember these words. But my heart will only be satisfied if each and everyone present in this hall today would take something from this speech which they would cherish for a long time. So, respected audience, do you want to see the power of courage? Do you want to feel the power of courage? This would only be possible if each and everyone present in this auditorium would participate with me. On the count of 3, let us chant Vande Mataram. I will chant Vande, and I request each and everyone present here to chant Mataram at the top of their lungs. 1, 2, 3. Vande, 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 Vande. Thank you for your tremendous response. Before I conclude my speech, I would like to repeat my third and last question once again. So how does courageousness change our lives? Courage makes a legend out of a Chola king. Courage makes a father of a nation out of an ordinary citizen of this republic. That is the power of courage. That is the power of believing in ourselves. I pay my humble tribute to everyone who's been a part of this journey. Thank you, one and all.